Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the Christian Talk Show where we talk about the church, music, movies, social media, and a whole lot more. My name is Cliff, and this is Big Dre. What's up, man?
What up? What up? Wait. Okay, let me get this right. One time for your holy
One time,
mind,
one
right
time.
there.
There you go.
Boom,
There
there
you
it
go.
is. I lotioned up today. What up, neighbor? Yo, 2023. I'm getting sound effects, son. 2023. I'm getting sound effects. That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah,
I'm having trouble getting it running on Facebook for some reason. I can still see the comments though.
me too. The
Neighbors, can
pic-
y'all see us?
the picture is.
It keeps on saying sorry. We're having trouble playing this video. Can y'all
Yeah.
hear us? Anybody out there? Throw a sign up, gang sign.
Yeah, it's weird. It's being weird for me too.
Okay, so it's not just me. That's good. That's good. So are we doing a show for ourselves right now?
We're wrong. We're working on getting it fixed. Okay.
Yo, Facebook is always doing something.
Always doing them. I'm like, we
They-
got. It's like people in the chat, but it's like one viewer. I'm like, this don't make sense.
It just keeps
Let
saying,
me.
"Hey, if y'all need to, everybody switch to YouTube. We'll wait. They might pay us. They might pay us."
Facebook is such a hater. No, don't get the members notifications. Don't.
Bam, my man Mac already jumped over to the tube. Mac, I'm about to join you on the tube real quick because the show must always go on.
I'm not sure what's going on.
YouTube is working solidly. There it is.
So
Bam.
YouTube is working. Okay.
Yep, I'm on the tube. We look prettier on the tube too. Yes, I didn't shave my head today, so you might see a little gristle on there. Don't worry about that. I don't hear the music. Is it just me? Okay. We working on this.
We're way past the music now. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah. My screen is just. I can show you my screen. It's still on.
I keep on hitting try again over and over again.
Countdown, and it's like stuck on the countdown.
We're all having problems. We might have to edit this part out before we post, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it real with them. Just keep it real with them.
Yeah, and the problem is that there's nothing we could do about it. Like
no.
Yeah, we can.
There's no tech team to call.
There's no recourse.
There's no service.
Like Facebook will do nothing for us. They will give us nothing.
Facebook says this is what y'all get when y'all do this for free.
I mean, we could. I would hate to.
Can we upgrade to a platinum on Facebook or something?
No.
A premium? Is there an option to become a premium streamer? Welcome to the YouTube block of the neighborhood.
So the technical error that we're working to get fixed. This is great podcasting. Let me tell you, while people just listen to us talk about difficulties with
Yo, while we in here, let me show off. Wait. Gang, Eagles, Eagles gang all day. Black Santa gang in the building. Got 12 Black Santas, Eagles in the building. I had to switch up my blankets this week, even though my college team is doing well as well. We out here 5-1, minus that spanking Michigan gave us. Is it 5-1 or 6-1? I don't know. We gonna see what happens this weekend. Either which way. To all my Giants fans out there, I can't. Why am I even using my best material now? Right now, it's only Mac and my nephew. But let me talk to y'all really quick. To all my Giants fans out there, y'all doing okay for right now. God bless y'all. Okay, I got Devin on here. Devin, can you see us or hear us?
No,
I don't think Facebook can hear us at all.
Facebook is tripping. That's why I'm putting something in the comments right now on Facebook.
Okay.
Tell people
they didn't hear me say go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. You gonna put the actual?
I put the link. Yeah.
All right. Bet. Shout out to Mac. Mac, I know you happy as a pick and slop right now. Isn't Mac a Giants fan? Mac, you a Giants fan? Because I know you happy with your squad doing what you do right now. The Facebook devil stay busy. The question is, Mac, what you sipping on? Shout out to my nephew. I see what you're doing out there. Man, I'm just happy to be in the building once again.
Facebook stay tripping. So now I finally get notification just now that the show is live, and then when you click on the notification, it tells you there's technical difficulties. Facebook is such a hater.
Giants all day. Did we beat y'all already? Right? No, we beat the Giants yet?
The Eagles and Giants have not played yet.
We ain't not okay. We beat the Cowboys already. Okay. I'm just big and shout out to Kristen. Thank you for joining us, Kristen. Kristen, I still want you to be a regular contributor on the show. Just letting us know exactly how ghetto dating is out there. Let us know what's up. Kristen, you're not doing right now. Come on, join us. What you doing right now? Let me see what else is out there. Man, we actually got stuff to talk about today, bro. I spent a little week away. I got stuff to say today. I got hot takes. I got rants. I got Kristen said she's down to talk. See, we're going to get her on the air, man. I'm telling you. I think just one show of my sister and your sister just in there just talking about people would be hilarious, quite frankly. And if I can get one more woman on here, that's good. Pastor Hampton, I have beef with you, sir.
Whoa. Tread lightly how you talk about Pastor Hampton.
No, I got beef with Pastor Hampton. I ain't seen Pastor Hampton in a month of Sundays. All of a sudden, the week I'm away, you on the show.
Pastor Hampton brought it last week, too.
I ain't seen you amongst the congregation in the month of Sundays. You wasn't in the hood. And then all of a sudden, I step away for a week. Cliff invites you to be on the show. You here all of a sudden. So what's beef? That's all I got to say. What isn't Pastor Hampton? Ain't you hey, Sisters of the Neighborhood? Sounds great. Yes, we should have a Sisters of the Neighborhood. Oh, that'd actually be excellent. A sister show. Let these two on there and just see what they talk about, dog. My sister and your sister on here would be gold. I'm telling you. If my sister's
I'm not saying it won't.
My sister's in a good mood. She gonna have something to say. She always got something to say. But isn't Pastor Hampton an Eagles fan? Not Eagles fan, but a Cowboy fan too?
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm. Pastor Hampton. I was mad that y'all took the whole summer off and into September. Hey, Pay. I had to rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in life. My man Cliff was holding on there at certain times. It's like we were just trying to make
it got crazy right here for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. It got crazy right here.
Like me and Cliff never really get into it. If we were just to share with y'all the discussions we have before and after the show, that would probably be more entertaining than a lot of stuff we talk about on the show. But we were just trying to make it. We just trying to make it. So we appreciate y'all being back and being part of what we're doing. All I gotta say. See y'all again in December. We will see y'all again in December. Pastor Hampton, don't be bitter, man. Don't be bitter. We gonna stomp y'all Cowboys out over and over again. You know why? You have a great defense. Your offense is trash. And welcome back to Dak. I don't care. We're gonna stomp him out too. The only person we're afraid of on your team is Micah Parsons. Shout out to Penn State. What else is going on out there?
I don't know. We might as well just get this going, and Facebook will just continue to hate, and we're
just gonna do what we do, baby.
Yeah, it'll be the replay will be on Facebook.
Yep. So to the folks who are here with us via YouTube, we appreciate you. We're just gonna pin comment. Okay, you did that nice.
Yes, I did.
Okay, bam, we good to go because we got some stuff to talk about. Like this, I need to know what's going on. There's T. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of our this is my number one guy. This is like your number two guy. But Fred is my number one guy.
1A.
No, your clear one is Kirk Franklin. Stop that.
No,
your clear one is Kirk Franklin.
It's a very close number two though.
My clear one is Fred Hammond, and then because Kirk ain't even my number two. I still think the greatest voice of all time, like maybe period across all genres, is Marvin Wines. I love Marvin Wines' voice, like the tone, the control. Marvin Wines is the man. But
so
let's talk about Fred.
Yeah. All right. So you alluded. One of the big things that happened this week is Fred Hammond came out on social media and pretty much announced that he is done with commission. He will no longer be part of commission in any way, shape, or form. Trash. And this wasn't like an official announcement or nothing like a Instagram post or Twitter.
Wasn't no letterhead.
Nothing. It was like he was just hanging out outside his house. Somebody asked him a question and he responded. I want to let you and the neighbor check out this video of Fred Hammond talking about that he is no longer going to be part of the group Commission. Check this out.
You going with that in the future? I mean, what's the plans for that?
Plans for
With Commission?
100 transparency.
Man,
Transparency.
you've been somewhere, and been somewhere again, and been somewhere. I mean, what's the plan for that in the future?
What's the plan? If I'm really 100% honest, just recently, basically the Lord showed me that my time with Commission had come to a total end. It's over. Like for me, bless the group, bless them what they're going to do, in the future. But Fred Hammond days with Commission, basically, I've seen the last of it. And I enjoyed it. I really tried to get it together, man. The thing I guess I hate the most is there are a lot of things behind the scenes that people won't know, so we all kind of get muddled in the mess or the minutia of nobody really knows what's going on. And I'm careful. I'm not here trying to throw nobody under the bus and all that crap. I'm not interested in it. But I will say this. I tried.
Okay. You tried.
We tried to put tours together. This year, I even tried to set up a system like, man, let's keep the name going. Let's get it going. And it just other visions just didn't see it that way. That's all I'll say. And you can't fool nobody. You know what I mean? You can't fool people that have other visions.
Right.
And a house divided is what ended us in the first place. And it was still a house divided. We love the people, but I was trying to do it for the fans, honestly. I wanted to hit every place and rebuild it. I really hate that we didn't get to the West Coast. I tried. And so after some prayer, when I was doing that biopic, when I was doing that, I had such a passion and a burn like, Lord, why can't this happen?
Right.
And I was doing my best. There's a brother in Chicago. He really was fighting to do something, but it couldn't pull together. And there's a level I believe God deserves in everything we do.
Right.
And if we're not going to do Commission in that level, one of the greatest groups out, I don't want to be a part.
Okay.
So there you have it.
Okay.
Read from the man himself. Fred pretty much said that he ain't part of Commission no more.
Okay. He let us know. Well, this is always a hurt piece. He did put kind of I never actually saw that video. I saw the statement. He put a statement up at some point.
He put a statement up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I said there was no logo or nothing on it. He just put a statement on his Instagram up at one point, and he largely said much of what he said in that video. As Pastor Handel was talking about, what was the splits not right? Was the money not right? I truly do believe Fred Hammond, he probably operates at a level of excellence that can be excellent if you want to hear it, but it could probably be daunting to get things launched sometimes. He ain't gonna do stuff halfway. Like John P. Key is a dude that literally just give me a piano and give me room for my band and my background singers and we'll go. I don't think that's Fred. Fred's like, I do concerts. I don't do churches. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, Fred's done churches.
He has done churches.
Yes.
But he does concerts at churches.
He don't
just do, let's pull up the piano and stuff. Like there's gonna be lighting, there's gonna be some things happening.
Yeah. So and I was looking for them to say something, and Natalie said that Commission released a statement today that said this is all a surprise to them.
Oh, really?
I'm not surprised. Well, dude just start riffing. He just starts riffing in front of his house. Like it literally looks like they just sitting on the stoop, just hanging.
It was a few of the homies just feeling luscious by the pool. Just feeling luscious by the pool. I guess Facebook is back up and working. All right.
So he never said anything to anybody in Commission and just decided to do this. The thing is, I don't think it's money. I think it is a philosophy of how you see the ministry or
Okay.
the group going. And I think a lot of us have probably had this either in our workplace or in other aspects of our life. You have one vision for how things should go, but then the people you work with or people you live with or the people you that's on your team or whatever,
Mhm.
they have a completely different vision.
Right.
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 And so rather than like keep, banging his head up against the wall, trying to get them to understand, because you think your vision is the right way. You think it's the way you should
Right.
go. And so instead of banging his head up against the wall, he probably said, you know what? I'm done. I'm just gonna step back. Y'all can have this.
And I think the tough part, really, for a lot of them, is they've had such successful individual careers.
Oh, whoa. They have
Marvin
than-
and
other than Marvin Sapp?
Marvin and Fred.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the rest of them. I thought you asked me. You
But
said
I think, let's be honest, I think it's them too.
you think no. I it's probably those are probably the last two.
Who you think it is?
It's probably some of the other ones.
Really?
Yes.
There's about 3 light skinned ones, 2 light skinned ones.
I think it's. I don't think it's Marvin.
You don't think it's Marvin?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
See, we out here just being messy now. We don't have no clue. We just out here speculating. But it's interesting.
Pastor, here we go. Pastor Hampton said Marvin and Fred. The rest of the public announcement.
Okay, you can't make that joke. The other one's been canceled, brother. We can't.
Hey, it's all right. I didn't say who it was. I just said the rest of them. But the thing is, I mean, commission is so. A lot of y'all probably know they did a reunion. The commission
greatest reunion of all time.
Oh, it's the commission reunion is one of the best CDs, gospel albums ever.
Let's talk about that. The commission reunion, the reunion album is one of the best gospel albums of all time.
I prefer the versions that they did on commission reunion better than the actual originals. Yep. I prefer that version of the music better.
100%.
So when I'm like singing a song, I'm singing the reunion version of the song rather than
100%.
Yeah.
I will openly admit that I have more than one occasion just turned the reunion DVD. Like when I was going through tough times, I'll just turn the reunion DVD on and worship.
Oh,
I've been in my basement just weeping. Sitting in front of let's bring back gospel DVDs. Let's bring back gospel DVDs. There are a lot of people who should be doing, it's not DVDs, but like concerts right now. Ty Tribbett should never release an album that doesn't include a concert video. He just shouldn't. He's leaving money on the table.
So the thing is that you can't and I see the statement. I'm reading in a second. Thank you, Natalie. You can't do so. There's no money in DVD. I'm not sure there's money in DVD.
Downloads.
Where you gonna stream it on? You gotta find a carrier. And so since there's no
YouTube, people can charge for YouTube.
YouTube would probably be the place to do it. So yeah, they should probably stream it. So I've said this a long time ago. Anytime somebody does a concert, any gospel artist, you do a concert. You do your concert, you pick one night or you pick a bunch of nights and you record.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year later or a few months later, release that thing online and make it for sale.
That is literally exactly how the contemporary gospel people that I call them
CCM,
the new people.
Maverick City.
That's how they got on. During especially all their stuff, all they did was put up videos on YouTube of them just worshiping. You could tell they had just rehearsed the song about 3 or 4 times in a couple hours, and then they sang it. And then they recorded it and released it and have millions of views. Just do that.
So here's the statement. I don't know how this is going to look on screen. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's a statement from Commission. Thank you, Natalie. On behalf of the remaining members of Commission Reunion, we would like to make it known publicly that we are all shocked by Fred Hammond's statements that were posted on social media. There has been no conversation whatsoever with many of us regarding this prior to his post. We found out on social media as you all did. With that being said, we respect his decision to no longer be a part of the group's future, and we pray blessings over his ministry. Now, there was a similar statement on a fan page. I don't know if this is one, but this sounds like a lot like the one that was on a fan page.
Okay.
But anyway, the bottom line is that they didn't know. They clearly didn't know, and he just came out and said, I'm done with y'all."
It when you start saying, I believe that's actually how it went. When you start saying transparency, like he was
Oh yeah,
asking for permission from his
oh
people
yeah,
around him. Should I give the politically correct line or should I speak honestly? They're like, hey, bro, go ahead. And he had obviously talked to his homies about it.
and he's
And they,
frustrated.
yup. And he was
He's
just like,
frustrated.
bleh. That's part of the giftings and the curse of internet.
And he's holding the camera in this, I think, right?
Yep,
He's
he's
holding the
holding it.
phone. Yeah.
He's
So it's
holding
not
it.
like somebody else recorded him.
No.
He he was having a conversation with his boy and then decided to turn his camera on
Yep.
and have the rest of it. And he posted this.
It was something interesting. Yeah, they were having a conversation. Because his boy was asking him a question. What's the future with that? What y'all doing with that?
Yeah.
And then he decided to go live, or maybe they were going live beforehand. He spoke on it, but wow, I can't even. Don't not right now. Richard Bullock is killing me right now. That one comment, he said Fred got a little yay in him. Kanye is just too far off the track to even joke about that right now. But yeah, it's interesting. First of all, I pray everybody blessings. This is very interesting churchisms. Blessings to your ministry, brother. But you can tell there's some hurt feelings behind all of these things. And that's
Yeah.
tough.
But let's be real. If we all did a show of hands, if me and you, all the neighbors were in the room, and
Right?
we said, show of hands, how many of you would go to a commission concert knowing Fred Hammond was not going to be there?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, and there've been 12 members of commission over the years, and Fred has left before, when he went out and did Radical for Christ, and commission still did some music, but let's be real, most of their best music is in the Fred Hammond era.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Fred. It's Fred, Marvin, and Nams.
Even though Marvin wasn't part of the original group.
Right.
But yeah.
But my dad will get touchy because he loves Keith, whatever the dude's name is.
Keith Staten?
Yes. Is he the I hate his voice.
And I believe that, brother.
That is a problem.
I believe if there is, I believe. Because if you go, and he was mentioning the biopic, right? Because a couple years ago, they were shopping around a commissioned biopic.
Right.
And there are videos of them in the studio. I do not believe I saw Keith in those videos.
Interesting.
I'm just saying.
God bless. You know what? Actually, it does hurt me as I'm getting older in life. I hope that somehow they can keep the friendships together, because this is decades of relationship with these men.
Yeah,
it's decades of relationship, and so hopefully that stays together.
I mean, this is unfortunate, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of bad,
right?
Because another commission reunion would have been cool to see, but we have the original commission reunion.
Oh yeah. Oh
so
no, I'm good.
That's still I'm good. So it's like you got this beautiful work of art, and you could just preserve that and not remake it or not mess with it.
I'm gonna go blow the dust off the DVD that's in the box right to my right. I'm gonna find a DVD player to put it in, and I'm gonna enjoy.
And if you haven't, I'm sure the clips online and definitely Spotify. Go listen to the Commission Reunion album. It's fire.
Yep.
All right.
Dope.
So moving from one group of groundbreaking artists to another, CeCe Winans. So I'm going to show you and the neighbors. CeCe Winans. Let me get rid of Mr. Hammond. This past week was the 2022 Dove Awards. CeCe Winans became the first ever Black female artist of the year at the Dove Awards. The first ever. So CeCe has broken history. For those of you that don't know, there are in the Christian music industry, there are two
Tasha never won.
There are two major awards. There is the Stella Awards, which is gospel artist, 99.99% gospel music, and then there's the Dove Awards that seeks to, I say seek very strongly here, that seeks to cover both sides of the aisle in Christian music, the contemporary Christian stuff as well as gospel. And so for the first time ever, CeCe Winans is the first black female to win Artist of the Year. So since she's the first, this means the following people have never won Artist of the Year for the Dove Awards. The Clark sisters, Mary, Tasha Cobbs, Yolanda Adams, CeCe Winans, any iteration of her life,
Right.
Kiki Sheard.
I think my wife's calling me. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, so y'all see, this is the first, and yeah, man, it's the first. Saying the Dove Awards, for the neighbors that don't know, the Dove Awards started in 1969. Let me double check. Yes, 1969 was the first ever Dove Awards. So since 1969 to now, a black woman has never won Artist of the Year. So a black woman, this awards show has never acknowledged that a black woman's music has been Artist of the Year, and like I said, it's the list of artists that could have been considered. And now you could say for yourself, well, did any of these people ever had a hot album that could have been worthy of being Artist of the Year? When you think about Yolanda Adams, you think about Mary, Tasha Cobbs, CeCe. Before that, CeCe has had other hot albums before this most recent one. The Clark sisters, Kiki Sheard. The list goes on and on. All these great black female artists. The Dove Awards have definitely probably not been the best place for a black woman if you are into gospel music. But finally, CeCe has broken through. If you haven't heard a new album, Never Lost a Battle is played everywhere, and all these other kind of songs. And I see neighbors in the chat that are talking about how the Dove Awards don't support black people. There is a history of the Dove Awards not being too friendly to black people and not being the best place. A couple years ago, Kirk Franklin kind of called the Dove Awards out on the lack of support for black people and said, no, I'm not going to come back until you get this right. And they issued an apology, but I still don't think he's going to come back. So the Dove Awards has been problematic for black people. And it's a shame because this is a Christian award and it should be about Christian and gospel music. And there's this like crazy racial divide. But congratulations to CeCe. I could name to you neighbors some of the other winners of these awards, but frankly, you probably would not know who these people are. So we're not even going to bother going there. I don't even have that information. Do I? Let me see. Yeah, I could name to you. I'm sure you could stop me if you've ever heard of any of these people. Have you ever heard of Ann Wilson, Jason Ingram, Phil Wickman, Jeff Pardo, Francesca Battiselli, the Gaither Band, Jacqueline Carr? I'm sure many of you heard of Gateway Worship. They won a Spanish award. The Sound for Bluegrass. So there's a lot of Tasha Cobbs, of course, won Contemporary Gospel Recorded Song of the Year. So there's a lot of names in the Dove Awards that people probably never heard of. So that is that Dove Awards. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next thing. I want y'all to check this out. There is going to be Kirk Franklin just announced that he is doing not just announced, but there is going to be a Kirk Franklin's Christmas. Kirk Franklin is producing the night before Christmas. It's going to premiere in December. As you can see, all of these people on the screen here will also be starring in this movie. It's going to come to Lifetime. It's coming to Lifetime, and sometime in early December. So the people that are going to I'll read to you the synopsis of what this particular movie is going to be about. It says, caught in a blizzard on Christmas Eve, a strange mother and daughter's journey. Tori Naughton, who is the woman in the top right of the screen, and Nia Loria Turner are forced to take refuge inside a church where a handful of also trapped parishioners are reeling from the cancellation of their annual holiday concert. The spirit of the season takes hold as Journey and Nia weather the wintry storm together with other churchgoers, including the handsome youth pastor Luke James. I'm assuming this is the brother that's below Kirk. and heavenly music teacher. I'm gotta get back to my thing here, so I'll let you in. And the heavenly music teacher, Kirk Franklin, who motivate the mother and daughter to reconcile differences through faith, music, and love with the help of this unlikely yet spiritual group of singers, journeying the band together with the help of the church to salvage their holiday traditions and show-stopping Christmas Day performance, despite the raging storm outside. Our brother, I was just telling their neighbors how Kirk Franklin is producing and will be appearing in this a Lifetime movie called Kirk Franklin's The Night Before Christmas.
I'm all on board. I love gospel. You know, I love Christmas music. I've been playing Christmas music already. It's been annoying to mess out of my wife. A little Lifetime. I don't watch any of this Lifetime Christmas stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if it's Kirk, I'm gonna support it. Luke James, depends on what he's gonna be doing there. I don't know these other people. Do you know any?
Notori Norton. You know Notori Norton?
Yeah, I know Notori. What you do or you don't. What you feel? 3LW.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch any Power.
Yeah, sure you did. Sure you did.
No,
sure you did.
I really did. I didn't like Power. I thought it was a bootleg Wire, so I didn't watch it.
Sure
but yeah, are they going to sing "Now Behold the Lamb"?
Probably so, because I mean it's actually on the Christmas album. Unlike Black people will sing "Now Behold the Lamb" for Christmas and Easter and Memorial Day and Arbor Day.
My question is, who gonna sing Big Boy's part? The dude that passed away?
Notori can sing it.
No, she probably you better not disrespect that with her singing.
Notori has a nice voice. What are you talking about?
You're on crack. Notori,
you just got finished. You just got finished talking about 3LW.
3LW was trash. Let's be honest. Whoa. But at the time I was there, I was in a different mindset for what 3LW was bringing. I was appreciative of the visuals, but vocally they're trash.
Okay. Well, I'm sure somebody can sing, or they'll just dub somebody.
Yo, get Don Abdul on there, yo. This flyer looks like an early Medea play. Lifetime can't give Kurt more money. It's actually very true. Like, what? Maybe you did this. Did you?
No, this was just a random graphic I found, so I'm not even sure this is like a Lifetime thing. Some website had this graphic up.
Because all they did was take square headshots.
They took headshots and put a Lifetime thing around. Yeah.
Sis can sing. Stop.
I'm trying to tell you.
Are we also the people that believe Mary J. Blige can sing?
But this is gonna be like all the other Christmas movies that involve church. It's like we have a struggle. We go to the church. People in the church help us figure out our struggle. We sing some songs. The end.
Either that or the church is about to close down and we need to raise money through a concert.
To have a holiday concert.
Or winning the concert. And then along the way, they'll renew some marriages. And then the one girl who's out in the street living a double life between the church and she'll walk in from the back and be singing a song as she's walking in.
Or the hard, rough looking brother who turns out to be a real good singer, but he looked like a thug and everything, but he sings really great. Yeah, this is the formula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we just actually told the whole movie.
Probably. My wife loves these Lifetime movies. Maybe not necessarily these church ones, but the regular Lifetime movies, can't get enough.
You can't get enough. Hey, I'm gonna watch this. I will watch this.
And I always predict how it's gonna go when she hates it. She gets it. Like everybody knows how this is gonna go.
Well, don't be a jerk. That's being a jerk. You can't let her just have that moment. That's you being a jerk.
After like the 50th Lifetime movie of the season, it's like, come on.
Don't be a jerk.
I can only take this.
Let her have her money, her moment, and do was. But yeah, hopefully this wasn't from Lifetime because this looks like a bootleg. We just took some headshots and we ain't even make no shapes out of it. We just took squares.
This is definitely not the official Lifetime poster for this movie.
Okay,
this is some random image that I picked up. I got online, and I just got it because it had multiple people in the shot, so I didn't have to create my own. There you go.
I bet you we get a bomb soundtrack out of this.
Oh yeah, the music is gonna be good. There's no doubt.
I'm actually looking forward to it just because of that.
There's no doubt.
And my apologies to the Notori Norton fans out there, whatever her name is. I didn't know there was such a strong contingent that wanted to back up her vocal skills. She was the extra one in the 3LW when I
Remember,
when
a lot
I
of
saw her.
these neighbors were young bucks in the 3LW days. So they just go.
we appreciate 3LW in two totally different ways, man. Hey, all I gotta say is Israel won. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, here you go.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, there's so many ways that can be
s-
taken because
Some of y'all will get it, some of y'all won't.
the brother had a
Shout out.
previous. Never mind.
Yep. For your situation.
Yeah,
Leave it alone.
that you out here. All right.
Yeah, leave it alone.
You think I'm gonna be the reason why you get
Leave it alone.
fired?
See how I do indirect stuff?
All right. I want you to check this out. So there is the Southern Baptist Seminary, right? They recently came to a unanimous resolution that women can receive theological training. So you can go to this school, you can get training, but you can't hold the title of a pastor. So they'll take your money, they'll train you. You can go into other areas of ministry, but according to the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, women cannot hold the title of pastors.
I mean, there are quicker ways to become obsolete, but this is one of them.
Yeah.
Keep trying to keep women out of leadership positions. See how it works for you. See how that works for you and your organization long term. Go ahead.
There are the people that will point to scripture to say that scripture does not support women being a pastor. I'm not saying I'm saying that. I'm saying there's parts of scripture that say that.
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying
I'm not
there's
saying
some
they're
people
saying,
that saying
that there are people who interpret scripture that way. Oddly, but interestingly enough, when you weren't here last week, this is one of the questions. For those of you who weren't here, neighbors, I had a panel of 3 really quality, outstanding pastors on.
Right.
And one of the things I asked them was, what are your views on women in ministry? And I said specifically women holding the title of elder and pastors.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll play for you and the neighbors just a clip of what they said, because this kind of fits into what we're talking about right now. So check this out.
I don't think I've got the volume on it.
Oh, hold on.
Let
me start over.
But that brother was dropping knowledge. I can see.
I will start over. All right, here we go. Come on.
Them brothers have some good backgrounds, though.
Oh yeah,
entry music right there.
I know.
Oh, I was with you. I thought we were starting over. Southern Baptist is the non-melanated version of Bible Belt Pack.
Oh goodness! All right, let's see if this works.
I was going to say, for me, it was an evolution. I grew up in a very traditional Baptist church. I'm from Arkansas, and women weren't accepted in ministry. But as I began to grow, I started asking myself questions as to why. And then there are several women I met that were just flowing in that office and were incredible. And I'm like, well, what do we do with that?
Yeah, I'm all for it. I know a lot of that pastors don't, but Apostle Paul is speaking of, a lot of times people don't understand the context of who he's talking to.
Right.
And when he's using women, he's actually talking about prostitutes. And because in that text of that church, they were surrounded by women who were prostitutes, who were just coming out of that, and was saying that those women should not yet be allowed to speak in the church.
I was going to say, for me, it was an evolution.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to go back and watch this episode, brother.
So again, thank you to Pastor Kitchens, Pastor Bowen, Pastor Hampton, who hung out with me last week. But yeah. So go ahead.
I agree. What they were saying, I agree.
No, I do not have on the same outfit. I mean, this is a hoodie. Last week that was not a hoodie. Just letting you know.
Yo, it be your own people, but no, put it on the screen. Put it on the screen so people can see what you're talking about.
If that was a different week. It's not like it's back-to-back days.
Yo, Smith, you got the same outfit from last week, son.
You can't even.
I do be thinking about that though. When I go to choose what I'm going to do for the outfits, I do be thinking about that.
Can't even live. I'm out here trying
to switch my hoodie up.
See, other y'all, I'm out here trying to elevate and try to shed light on the issues of women and pastors.
And they out here wondering about wardrobe.
Y'all talk about my clothes. Be your own
Church
people.
hurt.
This is
Church
church.
hurt.
We talk about that too. This is I don't have a clip. We talked about it. This is why we can't get ahead.
This is why we can't progress as a church.
And this is why I go to one word churches.
Exactly.
They ain't worried about what I'm wearing.
Well, anytime I can do Pastor First Name, that's what the church he goes to, because Pastor First Name ain't worried about what he has on.
Exactly. You don't notice, but the brother that was next to me on the picture, that was my pastor.
Oh, really?
Pastor B, yeah.
Oh, he's Pastor First Name?
Yeah. Well,
are you allowed to be black and be Pastor First Name?
When you go one word church, yeah.
Oh, okay. One word church. I'm mad that we both understand this conversation exactly what we're saying.
At the beginning of the show, I told Pastor B about that joke.
Oh, okay.
Because they changed the name of the church from Engage Church.
Right.
After I joined, they changed to Engage Community Church.
Oh, okay.
So I told him about the running joke about how they messed it up now for me.
Anytime you put community or something, that makes it extra black. Community in the name of the church, that makes it extra black. That's coded. That's coded language right there. That's coded language. Like, this is a black church, the community.
See, now y'all want to take a yes. Send me your offering. Send me your offer. I will take it.
Yo, all you gonna do is buy more hoodies.
buy stock.
Buy stock.
Probably not even just buy stock.
So don't send him cash directly. Make sure it's like a certificate.
No,
to somewhere.
You can send cash directly.
No, because it's not going to get spent the way you want it. Make sure it's a certificate to somewhere. He claims he was a Husky dude at some point, so send him to the DXL. You know,
there's plenty of people that can vouch.
Whatever.
Plenty of people.
You were never a Husky.
We've been through this already.
You were never a Husky, and you were always in the little man section. It's okay.
My mom has already verified that this is true.
I don't believe it. It's okay. I've seen no pictures. Until I see photographic evidence, I don't believe your mama. I don't believe your sisters. I don't believe nobody.
I'm sorry for those of you who are interested in the woman pastors topic that completely got hijacked because people want to talk about my wardrobe. Anyway, I'm just gonna wrap with this, because Pastor B talked about what Paul was saying, and because that's what people hang their hats on. What?
You gotta put that comment on there. We've been hijacked, and I agree with this. The last comment. Y'all should let the neighbors pick Cliff's fit 1 week.
Good Lord, y'all.
The comment from D Love says y'all should let the neighbors pick Cliff's fit for 1 week. I'm on board with it.
No, I do not need a Steve Harvey suit. I'm not wearing it.
Oh my goodness.
I would not wear it. I'm just gonna wrap this up by saying,
go ahead.
Because this is going totally left. But so one of the things I'm trying to work through is what to do with the stuff Paul was writing. What am I supposed to do with all this? If he was talking to a certain group of people, but we interpret it as something else,
right?
What am I supposed to do with all this? And B, why is it in the book? Like, I mean, if we believe that all the scripture is inspired by God or breathed by God, why did he let this go in the book if this is not how we're supposed to interpret it? So that's kind of stuff. Just let's let y'all know. I'm just thinking out loud with the neighbors. Let y'all know the kind of stuff I'll be working through. I'm currently working through, trying to understand.
I haven't gotten to, I haven't read enough into it. Is the context available in the book, or I wonder how your pastor knew that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I'm sure he did research.
He researched. Theologians, theologians will tell us.
Yeah. Or maybe God likes to see us debate. I don't know. Maybe he like this. This will be good. Let me stir them up.
These dummies will do something.
And now, look, Richard is verifying that yes, because your question was that I used to be Husky, and Richard is verifying.
Richard Bullock says he's not lying, and I responded, Richard, he was Husky at one point, and Richard says yes.
Thank you. Good Lord,
Richard. Unless you have photographic evidence, I don't believe you neither. I don't believe none of y'all.
Literally, the person who birthed me has already been in the chat and said yes. And now
she could be talking about when you was 5 months old.
No, dude. No.
That's just called baby fat.
Oh, okay. See, this is what you want to do.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do today. I'm not taking anybody's name for a word for nothing
This
anymore.
is what we gonna do.
You got something?
I'm about to show you proof, and we're gonna do this. Is the last time we gonna ever approach this topic again.
Oh, definitely not, but
All
the
right.
proof will help.
I found this old. I got this old family picture in here.
Okay.
I'm sorry to the rest of my family if y'all don't like the way y'all look in this picture.
Okay.
Out there right now. It's old family picture. As you can see.
Oh, okay.
That is me.
Okay. That was a medium husk. That was a slight husk on that young boy right there.
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
There
You know what? I stand corrected.
Thank you.
I stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? How old were you in that pic though?
I don't know. I was early teens.
Was that pre-puberty? If that's pre-puberty, I ain't nothing but baby fat.
No,
Baby fat don't count.
I gotta at least be my sister. I'm at least over 13. I'm at least 15. No, I'm probably more than that. 15. Yeah. No. Yeah, 15 at least.
If it's pre-puberty, it don't count. If you couldn't produce a beard, yeah, it don't count.
I'm at least 15.
But I'll give you that is the biggest I've
I got the mustache coming in the pic.
That's the biggest I've ever seen you. So yes.
Thank you. You see, look, I got the right here. I got the mustache coming in. I don't know if you can see it.
That brother had cheeks, not cheekbones.
I got the mustache coming in.
Anybody that has cheeks, not cheekbones, I'll give you
that.
I'll give you that there. You know what I'm saying?
There you
so
go.
now it's been proven. Stop being sensitive, Cliff.
I'm not. I'm just listen. It wasn't easy being that dude back there. Especially when I was younger.
We're not even giving you love there because he said you ain't nothing but an XL there. If it's not two X's and up, we don't count.
I said I was husky. That's
big boys in the audience. Do we claim Cliff is husky? Because it don't look like there's two X's there.
No, there used to be in Sears. I think it was Sears.
Right.
Sears, one of them marked their clothes husky.
Yes.
Like
yes.
That's the section my mom had to shop in at one point in my life.
All right. I can tell this is still some hurt.
No, I'm just trying to tell you,
brother. You've been delivering as long as I've known you, brother. I've never seen a husky Cliff, so I had to see photographic evidence.
All right, I got one more thing I want to show you before we get out of here.
Oh no, I got things to say today.
Yeah, as I said, before I hand it over to you.
Yes,
senior college. Oh, good Lord! Now that means I lost weight and then put it. Oh, that's even worse. Never mind. Okay, I'm not even gonna.
We're not gonna relive those times.
And now, if you talk about you want to talk about feelings being hurt, tell me what that picture that was. Then that
hurt.
Now that hurts.
Mom came in off the top rope.
Now that hurts.
And shut the whole thing down.
All right.
Thank you, Mama Holmes. We appreciate you, Mama Holmes. If you have more pictures for me, though, I would appreciate.
No, we don't need more.
You can find me directly on
I want you to check out this video. The people in the streets call it Thriller Praise.
Sir, with your hat on, I ain't mad at you. That's called a Thriller Praise. It's almost Halloween. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. Praise him. Beat it. Beat it.
Stop.
Beat it. 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 All right, that's enough of that.
So yeah, as you can see, a lot of shade from the brother on the mic. This brother he's out here trying to dance, and then the guy on the mic talking about Thriller Praise. Then he starts singing "Beat It." The brother just trying to.
So would this qualify as potential church hurt? Because we come on here and we rail against people saying ignorant things over the mic at church, and we tell people to just do their job. The problem is this is funny. This is funny, but should we not be encouraging this?
No, we should not.
Okay.
Well, if he knows him, it's okay. Like if he knows he can take it, because that might be somebody who just can't take it.
Exactly. but I have a lot of questions about this entire thing.
Okay.
If we can let this run a little bit more, we're going to discuss Sister in the blue. I mean, in the purple. And
With
that
the
hat
hat?
she has on top of her head. Not everything is a church crown. Just because it's high and big, don't make it a crown. That looks like she took a turned over, I don't know, like a trash can and just put some fabric on it and put it on top of her head. That doesn't look good. That looks terrible.
This hat right here.
That's a terrible church hat. Like, there are levels to church hats. I have known some women that have spent some hard-earned money on some good church hats. This is like, women that like they pass the church hats down from generation to generation. This ain't one of them. This church hat is trash.
This does look like the kind of hat that you wear when you're about to bring out thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Dr. Seuss was somewhere in the building when this hat was thought of. That's
that big style Kojic hat though. That's that big style Kojic.
You can have a big. There's a difference between just being a big hat and being a stylish hat. That joint just big and no. That joint, no. She definitely got that joint for $29.99. She ain't
do you have a rant? Well, I know you have a rant for the people, so
bruh, let me hold on. Let me clear.
How about I just meet you for a minute while you get yourself together, so the people down here hear you. You just get it all out. Get it all out. All right,
good. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. I got excited.
Yeah, I see.
I'm sorry. Bruh, there's a lot that's been happening lately. So for those of you who don't know, I was blessed enough. I wasn't here last week because I was blessed to be away with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, we went for her 41st birthday. We went on a trip to the islands.
Okay.
Now you can tell how much you love someone sometimes by how much you're willing to go out of your comfort zone. Let me give you a little peek behind the curtain. I'm a man of comfort. I'm a man of zones. I'm a man of a comfort zone. I like to stay in that zone. I like to go outside that zone. My zone does not include passports or going out the country. And that's exactly what happened. I had to get a passport. That process cost way too much money. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the fact that to get a passport, you literally have to give up your entire identity and put it through the mail to somebody. They asked for my birth certificate and a picture.
Yes.
You want my whole birth certificate and you got my social security information? And you gonna be putting this all and mail it to somebody I don't know? You want my real birth certificate? I had to mail that thing.
I don't remember passports being that expensive. Did you have to do expedited? Is that why?
Yeah, brother.
You had to do expedited. You had to do expedited.
I paid for a whole lot of extras because I wanted to make sure I wanted to do this one time and do it right. And I was dragging my feet on this one. I was absolutely dragging my feet. But bro, we got through that part.
Mm-hmm.
We went to an island, and just the trip there, it allowed me to get out the house a little bit. And I saw that hat is not cheap. That hat looks cheap. Mama Holmes is responding to my thoughts about that hat. That hat looks cheap.
I believe it's probably big money.
But it looked like trash. So they should get her money back because that thing
you just don't understand the fashion.
I know. I understand church house. That hat was trash. So a couple things along the way, just some things I wanted to point out. I'm sitting at the island. I'm hearing a lot of interesting things and seeing a lot of interesting things. Let me touch number one. I had to stay at a hotel at one point. We're on our way to the island.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready and we doing something. And it's like, I had to take a shower. And at this point in time, I look, there's a bathtub in the bathroom, right? And I asked myself, in the year 2022, are y'all still taking baths in hotels? Like, that's a real question. Of all the dirtiness out there, are you putting your whole body in a hotel bathroom, a hotel bathtub? I think that's absolutely disgusting.
It's definitely happening. It's definitely happening. And I can tell you why.
Why?
Peace. So because you're peace, PEACE. You're in a hotel and you get the peace and quiet, and you just Lounge in the bathtub.
In a hotel
In a
bathtub?
hotel, because you don't have to worry about anybody bugging you. I
You
guarantee
gotta worry
you
about
people,
bugs from the bathtub.
you assume it's clean. I mean, you sleep in. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the most cleanly place, but I can tell you people definitely take baths.
I can see this. Some people clean it and give their kids a bath. Okay, if your kid is old enough still catch a bath and they not standing up, you can bathe them in the sink. I bathe them in the sink before I put them in that bathtub.
Do you think the sink is any cleaner than the bathtub?
Can I get D Love on the screen real quick? As someone who used to work in a hotel, never use the tub. Thank you. Thank you. I felt like I was in college and that I should have shower shoes on just to take a shower in that tub. It's just one of the things. One of the things I'm saying though. So we had to do a lot of traveling in order to get there. We actually flew out of New York, and on the way to JFK, right? I had some revelations. I come from a small town, but I deal with a lot of people who come from big cities, and I get to know people from all over the place, all over the world. But a lot of the places I usually deal with are dealing New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, heavy populations of students. Over my years of dealing with those students, one of the major rivalries and the things that happen oftentimes is the back and forth that goes between New York and Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
As we were driving to JFK, because I had been in certain parts of New York, but I haven't been JFK before. As we're driving to JFK, I am simply awed by exactly how large and humongous everything in New York is. Like just everything. Like I had been to Manhattan, the buildings were high, blah, 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 whatever. We in the boroughs now. And I'm like, why is everything built on top of everything? And then I had this moment and I looked at it and I said, I now know why my students from New York laugh at my students from Philly. And they say all the time, you don't come from a real city. Because if you just compare the sizes of the cities between New York and Philly, just one borough is essentially Philly. And I was like, okay, I get it now. I get it, and I understand why these cats from New York are as arrogant as they are. Yes, I said it. Y'all cats from New York is arrogant. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on the arrogance of New Yorkers. Let me tell you about the arrogance of New Yorkers. Anytime you have enough arrogance to call one specific city the city, and you expect everybody else to know what the city you're talking about, that's arrogance. New Yorkers, if you talk to them, when they say, I'm going to the city, what are they talking about? What borough are they talking about?
They talking about Manhattan.
They talk about Manhattan. What type of arrogance do you got to be going through having your life that you think, and they look at you stupid if you don't know that they're talking about Manhattan? Do you know how many cities there are in the world? I don't know, but there's millions of them. How arrogant do you have to be to say you should know what city I'm talking about when I say the city? That's arrogance. But guess what? As I'm driving through, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing things. I'm like, I understand. Another thing that I do need to happen from New York, I'm never flying out JFK again, by the way. One thing I do need to happen, I need people in New York to go to sleep at some point. I know the city that never sleeps. I need y'all to go to sleep. I'm traveling through New York. We had just got done all day, hitting multiple flights on planes all day. It's 11:30 at night. I'm just trying to get to New Jersey so I can go lay down because I'm not sleeping in New York. Just trying to get to New Jersey so I can go lay down. Why is there a traffic jam at 11:30 at night? I'm on the highway. Why is there a traffic jam at 11:30? Go the heck to sleep. What are y'all doing? Like, who's up? Why are y'all up? Why is there so much traffic? Go to sleep.
The city that never sleeps. Have you not heard the
I've heard it all. I've heard it all. It's just really the whole thing. It absolutely annoys me.
But it's not like flying out of Philly is any better than flying out of JFK.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate Philly as well. I hate that airport as well.
I've flown out of both of them. Neither one of them are.
Let me say this. As a country bumpkin, I need there to be some type of YouTube video or some type of training manual for how to appropriately ride public transportation in New York. Because here's the thing. I got my bags with me, right? I'm hopping on a little train. I'm just trying to get to my to my terminal on a little air train thing. I just hopped into the middle of the train. I wasn't rested up against nothing. So I spent the next however many minutes trying to balance myself
as the train was moving.
As the train was moving, I'm holding 2 rolly bags, one in each hand, and I'm trying not to fall on homie behind me and the little Asian lady in front of me. Lord. And the whole time I'm in full big boy sweat mode. Full big boy sweat mode.
So you parked somewhere. You drove to New York. You parked somewhere. You got on the subway.
No. This wasn't even the real train. This is just the air train driving around JFK.
Air train. Okay. So you parked in the JFK lot, or did you park on one of the side lots?
No. I did JFK lot, the long-term parking there. First of all, that's a hustle. Jesus Lord, that was a lot of money.
No, airport parking period is.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. But I almost smushed at least 3 people. I didn't know that you had to be leaning on something.
Yes.
And so I'm in here like a Ninja Turtle trying to cowabunga dude the whole time. Yes. And by the time I got to my stop, my legs, my calves, and my thighs were just shaking. Because the whole time I had been squatting. I had been trying to get my feet. I've been bending my knees, trying to stay low, trying to stay loose, keeping my eyes up, seeing where the bend in the curve was coming. There was a lot happening, brother. I made it. I did not fall on anybody.
You on the train doing the good knees challenge.
Joe, the whole full Maxwell challenge, full sweat mode the whole time. And I know people around me like, why is this big boy sweating like this? He better not fall on me. I know they was looking at me. And so I'm trying to keep my bags from rolling as they move it. I don't want nobody to get hit. I got a backpack with me too. The whole thing was a mess. But yes, I did what I need to do. I made it out of there. I'm just saying that somebody could kindly produce some type of video or something. Just maybe they should put a sign up. Like, hey, don't just stand in the middle. Make sure you have your hand on something. Because it was too much. I made it though. I made it. Let me just say this too. And this goes to a lot of people out there, okay? One of the toughest things about traveling is getting on a plane, especially as a big boy, right? Because them seats are small. Them seats is tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I, as a big boy, have learned I just bought 2 seats. I've always bought 2 seats. And they actually used to make you buy 2 seats. At some point, they stopped forcing people to do that. Mm-hmm. I think we should go back to that. Because I know if I'm taking up a seat and a half, some of the other people around me I saw buying 1 ticket was definitely having some of their meat hanging on somebody else sitting next to them. And that's not right. The people next to you did not pay for their ticket to have your body meat hanging on them. Mm-hmm. So big boys and girls out there, you know who you are. You know that you don't fit into the seat. Here's what I'm saying. Be considerate of others. Buy the second ticket. Keep your body meat off of somebody else while they flying. They didn't ask for that. That's not what they wanted. That's not what they paid for. They don't want that as part of their trip.
And you got to pay full price for that second seat, don't you?
Yeah. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. I can tell a whole different story about that, brother. I could tell a whole different story. But I'd rather do that than have my body meat hanging on somebody else. That's all I'm saying. And now that I've gotten smaller, really, the problem is, it's just my tuchus is still big. And I'm just trying to get my tuchus in the seat. That's actually what the problem is. And I thought I had it. It wasn't working. I'm glad we had bought that extra seat, though. Like, at this point, when I'm squatting in the gym, I'm trying to get my butt right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's no way my butt's going to get small enough to get in that seat. And so I know for a fact that some of y'all are not small enough to get in that seat. So big boys and big girls out there, when you hit the plane, make sure you are considerate of others and get the seats that you need. Because you don't put your body meat on somebody else. I a couple other things, but I might stop there today.
Okay.
I might just stop there today because I got a few other questions I have for the people. Do I want? No, I'm gonna stop there today.
You good?
I got funny things about the trip. Let me just touch upon this. So we out here, right? We on the island, and we had some spots where it's very beautiful, picturesque. You know, the kind of spots where influencers are going to influence. You know what I'm saying? And there was one time, me and my wife, we saw something, a beautiful shot. We wanted to stop, get a shot. You know, me and her, we took a nice little pic, and there was just one little sign and on this wall, like love is here, or something like that she wanted to get a picture of us at. But there were two young ladies there who were busy creating content on the wall. Let me just put it that way. They was out here influencing, creating content. Now, fellas, I'm smart. Okay. I knew what they were doing.
Uh-huh.
And I like, hey, baby, they got to get their shots off. My wife was not necessarily the biggest fan of being patient while they were creating the content. Okay. And so I knew as a dude, I can't be creepy and sit here and watch these young ladies create the content that they're creating at this point in time. Okay. As they're hitting their poses. If you understand what I'm saying, they were creating content. You know what I'm saying? And so I started walking the other direction with my head down, minding my business. It's like sundress season. I was staring at the ground. Minding my business. My wife, on the other hand, want to go stand within like 10 feet of them and just sit there and watch the whole photograph session. I'm like, baby, just leave them alone. Baby, no, they taking too long. Baby, just leave them alone. They creating content right now. Influencers got to influence. Just let them create. They getting the angles. The light is right now. They got to hit. They taking multiple shots. Yes, they are. They got to take multiple shots because they're gonna put up another one later. Thinking about came in like they want to come back. This gonna be multiple pictures. This is gonna be a couple months worth of content here, baby. My wife didn't understand, fellas. Let me tell you this, and this is what I'm gonna tell you. When you see influencers influencing in the wild, and they out there creating that content, do yourselves a favor. Put your head down and mind your business.
Influencing in the wild.
Yeah, they out there influencing in the wild. Like, usually you see it and it's curated and it pops up on your scroll. Nope. When you see it actually happening, put your head down, mind your business.
You should have asked to get in some of the pictures with them.
No,
and then asked them to tag you.
No,
and that would have brought your
Nope,
social count up.
I didn't want to even act like I saw anything that was happening.
Oh, was that bad, huh?
I just absolutely kept my head down. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't appropriate for me as a grown man to be sitting here like.
Were they looking real young?
They wasn't real young. Like these are older influencers.
Okay.
Like these influencers were like upper 20s, early 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they was towards the end of their influencing years, if you know what I'm saying. But they was out here trying to influence. And I was like, hey, mind your business. I tried to tell my wife, hey, no, they taking too long. Yeah. And she over here rushing them.
So not pedophile zone, but definitely you can end up sleeping. You can end up sleeping on the couch zone.
Yep. What you looking at? Nope, not today, Satan. You ain't gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple pastors out there who can learn from me. Keep your head down, mind your business. Like in real life, when you got to keep scrolling, this is a real life version. Just keep scrolling. Nope, we ain't gonna even stop there. You know what I'm saying? Who? My boy John Gray can learn from me.
Stop.
Mind your business. Mind your absolute business. Keep your head down. Just keep doing what you're doing. And ladies,
did your wife comment on the way these women looked?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I walked away from her and them because she kept on getting closer. Because what happened was there was two of them. The first one was up there getting her shots in by the sign. Oh, yeah, girl, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Now do this, girl. Mm-hmm. Now do that. And then they had the audacity to switch. And the other girl who was taking the pictures now had to get her shots in, had to get her angles in. And I was like, I know what's happening here. And guess what I'm going to do? Head down, mind my business.
Yeah, because that's a trap that women will get
absolutely a trap.
They will comment on another woman's appearance
Mhm.
and to see what you
Yes.
say. I'll be like, oh, I don't know what you're
Hey,
talking about. I didn't see it.
that's
I didn't
crazy.
see
I
it.
ain't. That's crazy. I didn't even see all that. I was over here looking at the ground. You see these seashells over here? Like this has been volcanic. Something has happened over here. I'm over here. Over here. Head down.
I don't even see that.
Mind your business. They were scantily clothed. There's levels of scantily clothed.
Well, they at the beach, so they had on
Yeah, we're at the beach.
Yeah, they had on bathing suits.
Nowadays, there's this thing. I'm getting
and
trouble.
it probably wasn't one pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's this thing where they have a cover up that sheer.
yeah,
Guess what? Head down, mind your business.
that sheer that you can still see through.
That sheer cover up, that cover up.
That
head
just gives
down.
them an excuse to wear less of a bathing suit.
Yep, mind your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah,
Mind your business. And I learned. I did a lot of
so
that.
I've heard.
So I've heard. Head down, mind your business. And so my wife didn't seem to understand. I was like, hey, let the creators create. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do in my professional life. I encourage people to create. These young ladies out here, they were doing what they do. They was getting their shots off. They was influencing.
So they can flourish on the ground.
So they can flourish.
On the ground.
Head down, mind your business. I'm
All
gonna stop there for the night. I got some more, but I'm gonna stop there for the night. I'm gonna stop.
All right, cool.
Fellas. No, let me touch upon this real quick. Ladies, it's that season. As you see, both me and Cliff, what do we have on? We got on hoodies. What does hoodies mean? It's the beginning of cuffing season. Single ladies out there, I'm gonna say this to you. All them dudes with six-pack abs and everything look good during the summer, during hot girl summer, whatever else. During the winter, you want to stay warm. Get yourself something with low body meat. Something with a low stomach on it. Like old Husky Cliff used to be. Show the picture again. Right there. It's called recall. It's called recall.
It's called recall.
Yeah.
One more time.
If your man don't shop in the Husky section, you ain't appropriately, you ain't properly cuffed up. Oh, Jesus.
I prefer big
boys anyway. Okay.
Hey,
Thank
there
you,
you go.
Kristen. Hey, Kristen, let it be known. She's letting it be known. Anybody in the audience that wants to know. Okay. Y'all been asking about her preferences. There it is, right there. But I'm just saying, if y'all looking for some, I got some fellas, husky and available for snuggling season, because that's what this is. And Big Boy's got the best hoodies. Y'all like to be in oversized hoodies. That's all I'm saying.
Are you good? You good now?
She said, I call it fit fat.
I'm surprised people. I call it fit fat.
Yeah.
Surprise! Thank you to the 9 people that's still watching this.
Yeah. That's all I have for the people.
You went on for like 20 minutes about.
Brother, I got more.
That's what happens when you're not here. You guys picked up.
Oh, y'all think I'm joking? I told Cliff I was away and I was annoying my wife the whole time. I was taking notes. These are all notes of observations and things I have during my trip. I got more to get into, and some of them will create controversy. But I'm good for the night, though. Thank you for listening. This has been Dre's rant and questions I have. And if you out here using bathtubs in the hotels, you nasty. That's all I'm saying.
All right, neighbors, I want to let you know, thank all the neighbors for hanging out with us tonight. So we will not have a show next week, November 1st. And all I can say is life. Life.
We'll be back.
We back November 8th. Don't forget to vote, because November 8th is election day. So get out there and vote.
Yeah, we'll come with the comedy on that day, because some of y'all gonna need comedy depending upon how you voting and where you at.
You may need a comedy, you might need a hug. You might need something. And enjoy all your harvest festivals this weekend and all of the hallelujah parties and all the other kind of stuff. All the Halloween celebrations without calling it a Halloween celebration.
It's become a lot more acceptable for church kids to do Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
I feel it's become a lot more acceptable from the days I was in it.
Oh yeah.
I was in it, we wasn't nowhere
because
near
almost every church or a church near you has some kind of fall festival,
Yeah.
Hallelujah night, trunk or treat, that whole deal. Yeah.
Like even when I did dress up for the Hallelujah night for the trunk or treat, I had to come as a Bible character.
You couldn't be a superhero. You had to
No,
be.
I was Samson.
Who are you? I'm Jedediah.
I was Samson. And I lie to you not. It's the truth. In order to get my muscles right, my mom made me put on long johns, and we stuffed socks in there in my long johns to get my muscles right. To be Samson.
There's only so many people in the Bible you could be that are distinctive.
Exactly.
Right? Like Adam and Eve,
Right.
Moses, Samson,
Yep.
Jesus.
Only character I ever dressed up was Samson. Now these kids be going down getting. I don't get it. If you come to the little Hallelujah night with the same exact outfit that the kid who went trick or treating had on, what the heck is the difference?
The difference is that you're not out in the streets. That's
literally the only difference. You're walking around at different stations getting candy.
You're still celebrating Halloween, but that's okay.
Yes.
But that's okay. That's okay. Y'all can have trunk or treat, fall festival, Hallelujah night. It's okay. It's all right.
There's no difference.
It's no. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's all right. You just, but just don't act like you're above Halloween.
Thank you. Thank you.
That you're so spiritually better because you're not.
Because your kids still got a bunch of candy.
Your kids are still walking around getting candy in a costume.
Yeah. Y'all besides the same person who's gonna go out getting the same costume.
Yes. Just because you didn't go door to door.
Yeah.
You're not like super spiritual.
I know.
I hate to break it to you.
I know we stepping on some toes right now. Some of y'all are doing that.
It's all right.
That's all I'm saying.
It's all right.
That's all I got for the people.
Whether you go door to door or whether you go trunk or treat, Jesus still loves you.
Jesus still loves you. And I think our takeaway from this whole episode should be two things. First of all, big people, buy 2 seats on the airplane. Nobody wants your body meat. Number 2, fellas, when you're out in the wild and you see an influencer influencing, head down, mind your business.
If all of the kids and the big kids, grown-ups that are out there gonna get candy this weekend, get all the candy you can until the glory of God.
Until the glory of God. Hey, do everything you can until everything you do until the glory of God. Amen.
That is your act of worship. Get your candy.
Nope, can't go on board with that. Can't go on board that.
Get your candy.
Can't get on board that.
Give 10% to the church, and you all right.
Yeah, you tithe candy. You can give it to the children's ministry. That's a good question. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's get out of here. Neighbors, we do this show every Tuesday. Well, not next Tuesday, but every Tuesday after that. At 9 p.m. right here on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully, Facebook won't be a hater next time. But I appreciate all y'all that jumped over to YouTube with us. YouTube algorithm is going to be looking nice because we got all these comments on YouTube that we don't normally get.
That's true. Shout out to
appreciate y'all watching live. If you can't watch live, you can always catch on demand. Go to turntoneighbor.com for all the different ways you can watch on demand. Links to the Turn to Neighbor podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Businessbully.tv. Lots of different ways for you to watch the show. We appreciate all of you that watch every week. Thanks to all neighbors. Thanks for all the love y'all give us. We really appreciate it. All right, neighbors. Thank y'all for hanging, even with the technical difficulties. Facebook is a hater. Until next time, take care. Be blessed. Peace.